Let us start with the lecture 2. In the lecture 2, we are discussing about the black body radiation. The definition for a black body radiation is a black body which absorbs all radiation incident on it without reflection is known as the black body radiation, or it is also defined as a heated body emits thermal radiation that, depending on the temperature of the body, such type of radiation is defined as the black body radiation. A black body is an idealized physical body that absorbs all electromagnetic radiations falling on it. A body closely approximating the black body that can be constituted using the hollow object coated from inside with a temperature with a lamp black heaven, a small hole as shown in the figure. And this is a black body which is having the electromagnetic radiation, a small hole, and through that hole an electromagnetic radiation pass inside this, and it will take a multiple reflection and it will be completely absorbed within the body. The radiation entering through the hole is almost completely absorbed due to the multiple reflection. So this is the structure of a black body. A black body is not only a good absorber of a radiation, but a very good radiator as well. It absorbs more when it is cold and radiates more at high temperature. In 1859, Kirchhoff formulated two laws about the black body, which are as follows. A black body not only absorbs all the radiation incident on it, but is also a perfect radiator at high temperature. The radiation emitted by the black body that depends only on the temperature and not on the nature of the body. In 1884, Stephen and Boltzmann showed that total energy radiated by the black body per unit area per unit time, it is proportional to the fourth power of the absolute temperature. So E is directly proportional to the fourth power of the temperature. So E is equal to, after removing proportionality symbol, we are taking another constant sigma into T to the power 4, where this sigma is called as the Boltzmann constant. In 1893, the another scientist, Wien, he obtained the following two relations. They are known as Wien's displacement law. The Stephen equation is known as equation 1, and the Wien's equations are known as equation 2 and 3. They are lambda T is a constant and E lambda T to the power minus 5 is a constant. So these two, they are the Wien's law, where lambda is the wavelength, greater energy density side, and T is the absolute temperature. E lambda, it is energy radiated per unit area per unit time. In the equation 3, E lambda D lambda, it will be equated to 8 pi Hc by lambda to the power 5. E to the power minus Hc by lambda kt into D lambda, where D lambda is a small change in the wavelength. H is the Planck's constant, C is the velocity of light, lambda, it is the wavelength of the source. As temperature T, it goes to infinity, E lambda d lambda energy, it will be equal to 8 pi hc to the power lambda phi. We are substituting in the exponential where temperature is at infinity. Then you will be getting E lambda d lambda will be equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power phi e to the power 0, because it is 1 by infinity. It approaches to 0 into d lambda. And this exponential to the power 0, its value will be equal to 1. So E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power phi into d lambda. This contradicts the Stephen's fourth power law, hence is not valid at very high temperature. The Wien's law fails to predict the observation for the long wavelength and very high temperature. The Rayleigh-Jeans formula is developed in 1990, gave the energy density as in the equation in the form E lambda d lambda equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power phi e to the power minus hc by lambda kt, where k is the Boltzmann constant. So here this lambda to the power 5 and lambda after taking a logarithms on the both side, if you are simplifying, and you will be get calculated hc will get cancelled, and it will be equal to 8 pi kt by lambda to the power 4 into d lambda. Call this as equation 5. So here we are seeing in the plot how the temperature makes the variation with the energies for a longer wavelength or a shorter wavelength, that for a large frequency, for a very small wavelength, the energy density goes on increasing. This contradicts the observation that the energy density goes on decreasing for a very small wavelength at constant temperature. This is known as ultraviolet catastrophe. And in this way, you can find the variation of a lambda versus E lambda d lambda. It gives a nature of curve. As it is similar at different temperature, it will be having a different values for the higher wavelength, for the lower wavelength, and all classification it is given. The Rayleigh-Jeans law, it is this graph, and this solid graph, it represents the solid Planck's explanation, and this for the smaller dotted one, it will be explains about the Wien's law. The failure of the classical wave theory led a Max Planck to the conclusion that the correct formula for describing the observation correctly at all wavelengths can be obtained by considering the light emission. It is in the form of a quantum phenomena instead of the wave phenomena, so that Planck's explanation will be fulfilled in this case. So this ends the lecture 2.